This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment. You better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it.
Okay, race fans. It's Thursday. That means we are doing some APEX this GT3. Hello, bienvenue à Montréal, Canada. La compétition de ce soir. Oh, ce que Gilles Villeneuve. That's about the extent of the French here to get out of me tonight. We are in Montreal, Gilles Villeneuve Circuit, home of F1's stop in Canada. Our penultimate stop on the Season 18 APEX This GT3 League. With 2 races tonight, 2 races next week, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of the season. Last chance for our drivers to try and climb up the championship standings. See if they can move themselves into top spot. Get those prizes, get those bragging rights, and get ready for next season. We got qualifying just underway here. We've got a couple of our drivers putting some times in, so we'll have a look at those times here in a second. But first off, let's go take a look at our race conditions tonight. And we'll quickly bring that up here. Oh, okay, we'll have to look at that in a minute. It just doesn't want to cooperate right this second. It doesn't want to cooperate at all. Okay, let's quickly restart this. I can tell you that Tom O'Gorman is up top of the standings currently. Tom, believe it or not, was here last week. He is a race car driver in real life. He drives the TCR class. Participated in Daytona this year, so nice to see Tom out there. We'll see how he can do tonight against Star Racers. Had a pretty good showing last week until he got involved in a little bit of fender bender action. But we'll see how Tom fares tonight at Gilles Villeneuve. Definitely a different circuit than what we were at last week. Where were we last week? Was it Mugello? Yeah, it was Mugello. Losing track of what tracks we're at this season, as everything's kind of coming to a head here at the end of the season here. So you can see our standings there. Tom O'Gorman currently up top. He's got Chad Sosnowski only 900ths behind him in second place. Then we got about 7/10 back to Joey Jr. So our top 2 right now. Yeah, nice running start on the rest of the field as it stands right now as we ride along with Corey Mitchell. Corey currently in 5th place. We're looking to put in a hot lap here to move himself up through the top half, try and get himself up into a podium starting position here. 3.5 minutes to go out there. Corey currently sitting in 5th place. We jump on board with Brian Zinn now. And Zinn currently sitting in 3rd spot. A little quicker lap there last time by for Brian. He's going to go up into 3rd. Bumped Joey Jr. back down to 4th spot. So Zinn showing some speed out there tonight in the Porsche. He's got his Buzz the Tower paint scheme. Buzz the Tower, if you know, is a radio podcast. Check out those guys until we get our Sky Lounge Media podcast going. Then, you're going to want to listen to us. But on board here with Russell Abraham. Russell currently sitting in 12th spot. We didn't see Russ last week, so he's coming back again here this week, trying to make his presence known in Montreal. Sam Swan, one of our Canadian drivers, out to test his mettle here in Montreal. Sam currently sitting in 10th spot, last spot in the top 10. So we'll see how Sam shows a new driver, Jason Estevez, in the white the paint job. He's got the old sitting on the can paint job on that thing, nicely done. Excellent paint job. He already wins tonight for best looking car. Sean Giroux, we were going to jump on Sean Giroux as he just jumps back to the pits, but instead we'll pick up Michael Harney. Michael Harney currently sitting in 15th spot. 2.2 seconds back of our leader, so Michael's got some work to do to try and move up towards the front. See Thomas right out here in his traditional blue and purple paint scheme. Thomas yet to put a time on the board. He's running out of time. Unless this is a hot lap here, he might not have time to put one in. So we'll see if this could be a live lap for Thomas as he heads to the line. Thomas crosses the line, and that was an out lap, so he is not going to register a time here in qualifying. He'll be starting from the back, trying to make his way up towards the front. So check back in with Corey Mitchell. Corey down to 6th spot now. Last time we checked on him, he was in P. Oh! Corey, are you okay? He just committed suicide there. Corey, not so happy with his qualifying by the looks of it. Throws his car into the barriers. Joey Jr. is still holding down 3rd spot. He's closed that gap a little bit to Tom O'Gorman up front. He's taking another 2 tenths. I'm tripping over my tongue here tonight. That French is throwing me off. Took another 2 tenths out of the gap between he and Tom O'Gorman. So Joey finding some pace here towards the end of qualifying. 30 seconds to go. This will be his final lap. If he can make it to the line, he's heading down the Casino Straight now before he heads into the Wall of Champions. So we'll see how Joey manages here, if he's able to pick up any spots. He's getting close on the timer. See if he's able to cross the line and pick up that spot. 8 seconds to go. He's going to cross the line. We'll see if he makes any headway. And he doesn't. He's going to stay 5 tenths back. That should secure a 3rd spot for him on the grid. As that's going to do it for qualifying here. We'll take a quick look at our starting grid. But first, see what we've got out here for conditions, and now it wants to cooperate with me. So we got 75-degree air temp. That's going to translate to about 108 degrees Fahrenheit track temp. So sun beating down on the track, it's going to heat it up. These guys are going to have to manage their tires at the circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, also known as Chicane Hell. This track has far too many chicanes. It feels like you're just bumping and banging curves the whole way around, but partly cloudy, although you can look and see it's mostly sunny out there. A little bit of wind, but overall should be a beauty day for our drivers. So we're waiting for our grid to grid up. Let's take a quick look at the qualifying results. On pole, Tom O'Gorman's going to lead us around. Behind him, beside him, we'll have Chad Sosnowski. In row 2, we got Joey Jr. and Kurt Moss. In row 3, we're going to find Brian Zinn and Corey Mitchell. That's if Corey's managed to pull his spare car out of the trailer and get it up to the grid. But Ty Johnson's going to be in 7th. Jonathan Cooper in 8th. They'll round out row 4. Brian Lemke and Sam Swan will round out the top 10 and row 5. In row 6, we got Andrew McMurray in P11, Mitch Bonaventura in P12. Russell Abraham and Kent Kruger are going to make up row 7. Michael Harney, Paulo Langer are going to make up row 8. In 17th, we got Craig Brockway and Craig Tessiter in row 9. Sean Giroux, Jason Estevez are going to make up row 10. We got Spencer Bodway, Joe Mar, Tory Banks, Brian Ewell, and Thomas Wright. All drivers who did not set times out there. So we'll see how they manage to make their way out from the back of the pack. Hopefully they manage to navigate through the chicanes the best that they can.
Punishment. I've been struggling in the GT3 all season, and this track on Tuesday didn't help much either.
So see our grid pulling away here behind the pace car. Looks like we're doing a... Is this a full pace lap? No, it's just a short pace lap. Okay. We'll take a look at our championship standings in between the heat races. As we got Tom O'Gorman leading them around. Tom in the pink Lamborghini.
Tom knows the rules.
He's got Chad Sosnowski to his outside. Our drivers will have to wait till the green flag before they head.
I don't think he knows about it.
So we jump on board the flag stand here, waiting for them to go. Our field eagerly awaiting the green flag. There it is. 25 GT3s rolling into turn 1. Tom Gorman's going to hold on to P1. Chad Sosleski's going to hold on to P2, duck in behind, and carry on. There we go. So far, so good. All of our cars getting through the first few corners as they head into T3 now. This is the first real heavy braking section. See if anybody tries to make a dive down here. Looks like everybody's being calm and steady so far. And try and wait for their opportunities. They're weaving their way through it's essentially a street circuit here. It's on the Montreal Island, which is a park for the most part, so you see a whole lot of day-to-day traffic. So our field working the way through into turn 8 now, the first real heavy chicane section on the track. So far so good for our leaders. Everybody making it through relatively painless so far. Nice to see out here. All these chicanes, all it takes is for one car to really get upset. You get the whole field bottlenecking up behind them, even worse, crashing into them. But we're underway. Leaders heading down the back straight now. They're going to head into Wall of Champions for the first time by here. We'll see if anybody tries to plaster their name onto the Wall of Champions. So far, everyone making it through nicely. These guys are abusing those curves as much as they can. Tom not able to lose Sosnowski so far. Chad holding on to the back of that bumper the best he can. We haven't looked at the championship points yet, but I can tell you Sosnowski and Kurt Moss are our top 2 in the championship, and they're sitting in P2 and P3 right now. Going to try and keep each other within eyesight here tonight. That's going to be goal number 1 for the 2 of them. Let's check back a little bit farther here. We got Brian Zinn trying to find a way around Corey Mitchell. Corey's moved up 1 spot. He's taking that P5 away from Zinn. So it looks like Corey was able to get the backup car out of the trailer, and he's got it going here. He's found a little bit of speed. That speed that he didn't have at the end of qualifying. He binned his car. But just behind that battle, Jonathan Cooper, one of our big sponsors this season. Currently sitting in 7th spot. He's trying to chase down that battle of Zinn and Mitchell up ahead, but he's got Ty Johnson, Sam Swan, Mitch Buenaventura hot behind him. And a nice 6-car pack there, heading all the way back to, looks like Russell Abraham's the final car on that pack. That's our battle for P7. And don't forget, if you've been following along all this season, you know that our top 10 will invert for heat number 2. 2 race heats tonight, 2 20-minute heats. Top 10 from race 1 invert. So if you don't have the best of luck in race number 1, P10 is where you want to be. That'll get you pole for race number 2. Currently that spot being held down by Mitch Buenaventura. Mitch here in that camo gray and white paint job. Porsche currently trying to chase down Sam Swan and hold off Andrew McMurray in the Taco Bell Ferrari. So we go a little deeper in the field here with Sean Giroux. Sean up 4 spots so far. He's got himself up into P15. Right now he's towing around Joseph Maurer on the back bumper. Joseph in that red Ferrari, looking for a spot to try and make a maneuver on Sean just ahead. As we go on board here with Joseph as he's following Sean down, they head under the bridge. Real tight chicane. This is where everything can all go wrong with you. You really take it too hot over those chicanes, and the bottom of that car can get heavy damage. You get some floor damage here, and it's going to heavily reduce your top speed on the Casino Straight, which we're going to see our drivers head on to here shortly to see if Joseph's able to tuck up on the back as Sean gets some draft and make a move into turn 13. Joseph tucked in tight. See if he goes for a move. He's not pulling out yet, so he's going to think better of it for now. Didn't quite get the draft out of that Ferrari he was looking for. So we head back up front. Our top two starting to break away now. Tom O'Gorman and Chaz Hosnowski now have about 2 seconds over P3 and 4. P3 now actually occupied by Joey Jr. Sure what happened to Kurt Moss, but he's dropped all the way back into P12. So everything's kind of sorting itself out there a little bit now. Let's see if we can catch up with the incidents at the start of this one.
The race, Corey.
So we'll pick up with Ty Johnson, Jonas Cooper, Sam Swan, and Ryan Lemke here to kick it off.
Yeah, I think that's about 11 APEX.
It looks like Johnson sends it deep into the corner, goes a little wide. A little bit of rub there with Cooper, but that could have been a whole lot worse. Something that happened to Kent Cooper. Let's see what we can find here with Kent. Head into this same corner we just saw Johnson and Cooper heading into. Oh, so Kent got a little help from Joey Jr. in behind there. That's just going to bottleneck up everyone behind. Kent taking a little extra damage there. Everyone's trying to avoid him. I think that might have been Brian Lemke we saw just out of eye shot ahead. Let's see if we can pick up what happened to Lemke just ahead to put him up on the grass. He was following that battle between Cooper and Johnson. Did he have to take some evasive maneuvering here? Oh, he got a little tap as Bill Concertine up behind him. Let's navigate around, and that's where we see Kent Kruger coming into view here. The two of them just sitting ducks. Go back live here now. Tom Gorman starting to open up a bit of a gap over Chad Sosnowski, but Chad right where he needs to be championship-wise. Sitting in P2 with his championship rival Kurt Moss down in P12. Joey Jr. currently in third spot, final step on the podium. He's dropped Corey Mitchell and Brian Zinn off the back of him. Zinn's close back up that battle with he and Corey Mitchell. Zinn in the Porsche doesn't have the highest top speed out of the cars available here tonight, so he's really going to have to try and utilize that draft on Corey if he's able to make a move. You can see Corey, that V10 Audi power, just able to open up a car length or two on the straights here. There's not a whole lot Zinn can do in that Porsche. So drop back, check on Kent Kruger. Kent trying to recover after that spin we just saw. It's dropped him all the way back into 23rd. Kent will be hoping for some carnage up ahead to try and make his way back up. So see Michael Harney in the Porsche currently trying to chase down newcomer Jason Estevez. Jason, that amazing paint job we saw earlier, the Contemplating Life paint job can themed on the side of his car. Currently up 7 spots from where he started into P13, getting closer to that ever so coveted P10. Speaking of P10, Kurt Moss trying to recover from his incident earlier, which we haven't found yet, but we will take a look at it here shortly. Not sure if Kurt's going to want to keep trying to charge to the front, or if he's going to try and take his lumps, finish P10, and get that coveted P1 spot for race number 2. Okay, I think we've picked up where Kurt Moss had his incident, so Kurt might have been serving a slowdown. Yeah, it looked like he had a slowdown, just had to come to a complete stop, unfortunately. Easy to do here if you blow a chicane. It's unfortunate for Kurt, but unfortunately still got plenty of time trying to recover. Spencer Goldwyn might have had a bit of an issue here. Let's check on this. Spencer with the red and white Canadian paint job. Nice to see that out there. Oh, he's just going to get it slowed way down. Oh, he gets involved in a little bump around. He was the extra tag to Kent. Well, he was stopped there, unfortunately. So Paul Langer might add. Oh, Paul Langer and Spencer Beaudoin involved in something here. Looks like we're just catching the very end of it here. Let's see if we can catch what happened a little further. Oh, they just tagged. I think these guys hit a couple times. Let's see if we can pick up the beginning of what happened here. Oh, Apollo tries to make a dive underneath Spencer. They touch. And look at it sorted out there. Just over halfway through this one. Tom Gorman still leading the way. Sosnowski holding on to the back though. Only 6/10 back, but Joey Jr. starting to close that gap now on them. He's got it down to 1.5 seconds behind Sosnowski. He was over 2 seconds back not too long ago. As our leaders are going to come around to finish up this lap just over halfway through. So we see our battle for P4 coming to the line here now. It looks like Ty Johnson has joined that battle. Ty in the silver and, I don't know, you call that burgundy Mercedes, I guess. Closing in on the back of Zinn and Mitchell here. Now it'll be a battle for P4 just outside the podium positions. See Zinn getting the rear end of that Porsche loose. He's trying to use every ounce of horsepower that thing has. Porsches like the twisty stuff. Meanwhile, this battle for P7 we had checked on earlier, which ranges from Buenaventura, Swan, Moss, Abraham, McMurray, and Jonathan Cooper. P7 all the way back to P12, currently battling for 7th spot. Not sure what happened to Jonathan Cooper, but last we saw him, he was up near the top 5. Let's take a look at what happened to Coop a little earlier. And into this same corner where we saw Ty Johnson try and make a move earlier. Coop's getting in there. Oh, he just gets on the throttle a little too early, swings the back end around. Field tightly bunched up. That cost him a whole bunch of spots right there, unfortunately. Luckily for him, he didn't hit any walls. No damage to the car, just damage to his pride. He'll carry on. Hey, Dan Elgin, you couldn't make it back in time, eh? And see you in chat. It's unfortunate. We got some good racing going on here now. You could have made up some points. Speaking of points, Kurt Moss up into P7, although he's having some connection issues now. We see Kurt dropping out. Hopefully he's able to keep that connection steady for the rest of the race. Every spot he picks up is good for him in his championship battle with Chad Sosnowski. Sosnowski still holding strong in P2. Our gap holding steady, just under a second here between O'Gorman and Sosnowski. Joey Jr. though, he's got that gap between he and Sosnowski down to under a second. Kurt Moss is going to be watching that, hoping for something to kick off here. Sosnowski's got 5.5 minutes to go to defend that P2. You see Sam Swan trying to make a move on Moss right now to take over P7. So he's going to have it. Moss goes wide. He's trying to fight back on the outside. It's going to be a drag race down the Casito Straight. See who's got a little lower downforce setup on it. Looks like Kurt Moss is going to hold on to P7 as they head into turn 13. 5 minutes to go in this one. 5 minutes to go. It's like Michael Harney's gotten around Coop now. Oh no, sorry, that's not Coop. That is Joseph Mars. Josephine. Jonathan Cooper, similar paint jobs. We do see Cooper just ahead of him as he's trying to make a move around Jason Estevez. See if Coop's going to dive into turn 3. Oh, he thinks about it, backs out at the last second. And Jason will hold on for now. You see Sean Giroux and Brian Lemke out here. Lemke trying to recover after we saw him go. Oh, Lemke's going to rub the wall. But he gets to the inside of Giroux. Giroux going to fight back on the outside. It's like Lemke trying to get the power around the outside. Tight battle here. Brian Ewald's going to try and inject himself into this too. Sean's going to sneak back in between Lemke and Ewald. Be the Audi and the Beamer sandwich here. Tight battle between these three raging on. You see, we got battles top to bottom in this one. Kurt had a slow down, Dan, and then had to come to a complete stop almost to clear the slowdown. So that's what dropped him back.
Terrible.
It's like Kurt Moss able to pull away from Sam Swan now. Sam's fallen back into the clutches of Russell Abraham. That's a battle for 8th spot with 3.5 to go. Should have 2 laps to go as they cross the line now. Joey Jr. has caught up to the back of Chad Sosnowski. Chad's going to hold on for 2 more laps to maximize his championship points haul here. Joey Jr. trying to play the spoiler. As we jump in car with Joey here, as you see Sosnowski and O'Gorman heading down the chute here into the real slow keyhole before they head onto the casino straight. See how slow our drivers really have to woe up their cars at tight corner. You gotta fight the urge to hammer the throttle out of that corner without losing the back end of the car. Well, we might have 2 more laps to go as our leaders are heading to the line here. Let's see if we can get a shot. No white flag yet from Barney, so we're going to have 2 more laps to go. As our drivers are running 1:37, so we will have 2 more laps to go. Sam Swan still holding off Russell Abraham and Andrew McMurray. They've dropped Ty Johnson off the back of this battle. Ryanson still trying to find a way around Corey Mitchell for 4th spot. Corey making that Audi as wide as he can, although Zinn really closes up in the S's. Corey trying to use that Audi V10 horsepower to pull away. Jonathan Cooper, Jason Estevez, Michael Harney, and Joseph Mars still battling it out for P12, just outside the top 10. Oh, Coop trying to make a move on Estevez. It's a tight spot to try and make that move. He's got the inside line headed to the chicane. Let's see what gives. Cooper's able to take that spot. That's going to move him up into P12.
Guys.
Look, Michael Harney going to try and capitalize here too as well. And that Porsche, orange Porsche, should be done. He's not going to be close enough to try and make a move. Estevez blocks off the inside.
Little double pirouette there for you two. Nope, got your
And away they go. Oh, Tom O'Gorman, slower lap that time. A 1:37.12 to Sosnowski's 1:37.9. That's dropped him back into the clutches of Sosnowski and Joey Jr. on the last lap. This one is the last lap, I can confirm. as we see the clock run out. This will be the last chance for our drivers to move up a position. See them using up those curves as much as they
Good
can.
move. I wasn't expecting it there.
So Gorman able to use that Lamborghini horsepower to leg out a little bit of a gap over Sosnowski. Mitchell still holding off Zinn. Top three heading down the straight for the final time. There they come. O'Gorman's going to lead them to the line. He's going to take it. Sosnowski looks like he's going to be able to hold off Joey Jr. See if Corey Mitchell can hold off the charge of Zinn. Zinn tries to throw it into the final corner, but Corey Mitchell's going to hold on to it for now. Kurt Moss was able to creep back up to 6th spot. Not a bad recovery after that issue. Mitch Bonaventura not far behind him.
You were so much faster.
Cooper able to hold off Estevez, Harney, and Marr. Lemke recovers to 16th.
Kept waiting for your tires to fade like argon, and they just
Kent
kept
Kruger
strong.
brings it home 17th after that early race spin.
Yeah, Joey, let me know chat.
So we got on board here with Sean Giroux. So he leads. Spencer Baudouin and Brian Ewalt to the line. And Thomas Wright. We jump here with Brian Ewalt. He should be the last car we're waiting to cross the line. Then we can take a look at our final results here.
Yeah, I agree, Joey.
Okay, let's see if we can catch anything that happened. Looks like there's something might have happened at the very end. Sean Giroux had an issue here. Oh, and unfortunately we got caught out before we could take a look. All right, let's take a look at the results here from Heat 1. Tom O'Gorman brings it home in P1. Chad Sosnowski in second. Joey Jr. rounds out the podium for Heat number 1. Corey Mitchell in 4th. Brian Zinn rounding out the top 5. Kurt Moss brings it home 6th. Mitch Bonaventura in 7th. Sam Swan in 8th. Russell Abraham in 9th. And rounding out the top 10, we see Andrew McMurray. At 11th, we got Ty Jonathan Cooper in 12th. Jason Estevez, new driver, to 13th. Nice showing, Jason. Michael Harney in 14th. Joseph Marr in 15th, rounding out the top 15. Brian Lemke recovers after his early race spin to 16th. Kent Kruger brings it home 17th, also recovering from a spin earlier on. Greg Brockway in 18th. Sean Giroux 19th. Thomas Wright brings it home in P20. And then we got Brian Ewalt, the last car on the lead lap. And then our drivers who did not quite see the finish line. Spencer Baudouin, Apollo Langer, Craig Tester, and Troy Banks will all be looking for better showings in Heat number 2. So we got a 10-minute warm-up as usual. Just to get ready for Heat number 2. Before we do that, let's take a look at the championship standings I promised earlier. I will just need to load them in quickly, so we'll take a quick little break, and when we come back, I will have those up and ready to go. Okay, we're back. 3 minutes to go in the warm-up of this one. Let's take a quick look where we're at our championship standings. Here. It doesn't want to cooperate here. Let's try this again. Okay, well, guess I'll give them to you manually. Let you know that Chad Sosnowski, before race 1, was leading the championships with 2,471 points over Kurt Moss in second, 2,267, and Corey Mitchell in third, 2,209. Brian Zinn in P4 with 2,116, and Brian Lemke rounded out the top 5 in 1902. With now only 3 races to go in this one, it's really down to the nitty-gritty. Oh, hey, championship standings are showing there now. There we go. So you can see the top 10 there. And we'll, I guess it's just deciding that it wants to work or doesn't want to work. Let's go ahead and reload our timing software again here now. Our English software just doesn't want to translate over to the French track tonight, I guess. It's all right. We'll show it who's boss here. In the end, we'll have the last laugh and get our desired goal out of it, anyways. I just want to show everybody how great the championship's shaping out here. So we're just wrapping up our warm-up between race 1 and race 2. Now, let's see if we can get our championship standings to cooperate this time while we wait for our drivers to grid up. Hey, there we go. So there's our top 10. As mentioned before, we saw them briefly. And we'll round out the top... We'll round out the top 20 here, which sees Russell Abraham currently in 11th, Kent Kruger in 12th, Justin Hall not here tonight, he's going to lose some points, Mitch Bonaventura, Craig Ream not here again tonight, Just Mar, Michael Harney, Brian Ewald, Greg Brockway, and Thomas Wright round out the top 20 of our championship points. So we've gridded up. Let's take a look at how they're going to shape up for heat number 2. As we mentioned, P10 inverts. That's going to give Andrew McMurray the pole position for heat number 2. He'll have Russell Abraham to his outside. And they'll have Sam Swan, Mitch Bonaventura behind them, Kurt Moss, Brian Zinn in 5th and 6th, Corey Mitchell in 7th, Joey Jr. in 8th. Jason Estevez, I missed a few guys there, but we'll just skip through quickly as we're getting ready to go for heat number 2. Again, another
good luck, guys.
20 minutes here. Full points awarded. This is our third to last 20-minute heat of season 18 for GT3. So here we go. We're waiting on the green flag. Russell Abraham, Andrew McMurray going to lead them around. Patience, and here we go. See if we can have as clean a start into turn 1 as we did last race. Looks like we're going 4 wide into turn 1. Looks like cooler heads have prevailed so far. Everyone, oh no! Looks like Jason Estevez spins around in front of our championship contender, Sosnowski. That's going to cost him some valuable points dearly. So Chad's going to have to try and do what Kurt Moss had to do in race 1 now, recover. He's got plenty of time to do it. Still 19 and a half minutes left to go in this one. Plenty of time to try and work his way back up front. So Andrew McMurray and Russell Abraham leading them around for lap number 1. They've got Mitch Bonaventura in P3 sniffing around and possibly making a good move. Brian's in, already up into P4, up 2 spots to start this one. McMurray goes a little wide. Abraham thinks about ducking on the inside. Russell going to get a real better run out of the corkscrew. Not quite as good as Mitch Bonaventura, though. Mitch trying to lock into the back bumper on Russell Abraham. On board here with Bonaventura, showing the front bumper down the front straight, just kind of letting Russell Abraham know he's there. Russell not biting on it. He's going to hold that spot into T13. And that's going to come around to complete lap number 1. You see Sam Swan currently in P5 trying to hold off charge for Kurt Moss. Kurt's going to want to try and get himself up towards the front of the field here quickly. Try and capitalize on some unfortunate luck for Chad Sosnowski, his championship competitor. Getting further back in the field. Race 1 winner Tom O'Gorman currently up 3 spots. Started P10 as penalty for winning heat number 1. Currently sitting in 7th spot, just behind that battle between Kurt Moss and Sam Swan up ahead. That's for 6th place. Let's see if we can go back here quickly and see possibly what. Oh no! As I was just mentioning with Tom O'Gorman, that is not how he wanted that to happen. Let's take a quick look at that while we're here. Just sends it in too deep into that chicane, taps the back of Sam Swan's rear bumper, and I've been saying it all season. iRacing, fix your damn physics when it comes to bumping the rear bumper of the car in front of you. There's no reason the car behind would ever spin like that. Anyways, Tom's got speed, and now we get to see him try and climb back up through the field. And I was trying to locate the incident between Sosnowski and Jason Estevez. Let's see if we can catch a replay of that one, what happened early on here. Estevez in the white Ferrari on the inside, Sosnowski's silver Porsche. Estevez throws it in deep into turn 1. Gets it too hot into turn 2. Sosnowski with nowhere to go, unfortunately. And they'll get that sorted out and carry back underway.
That really stinks. That was a fun battle.
Okay. Russell Abraham has moved his way back up into P1. Sure what happened to Andrew McMurray here, but
Something.
let's see if we can pick up what happened. It looks like he's went into the pits. Did Andrew get a slowdown that he did not serve, possibly?
It was lucky it happened on the straightaway there.
Let's see.
Taking out a bunch of people.
Oh, Andrew just dives right into the pits. I'm not sure what happened there, but that gives Russell Abraham the lead. Russell now leading a trio of Porsches around. Looks like Zinn trying to make a move on Mitch Bonaventura into turn 3. Bonaventura holds him off for now. Zinn going to try it again into turn 6. He's on the inside line, but Bonaventura will have the preferred line next round. Next corner, here they go. We're heading down into turn 9 now. Whoops. Turn 10.
that wall
Sorry,
there to
turn
keep me on
10,
track
turn
every
9.
lap.
Exit. Oh, we lost them. Where'd we go? Oh no, we lost our battle. There we are.
That's how I was, but I got a meatball for all my time.
I'm just getting it.
It just knows you're in the mood for Italian tonight, Craig.
Russell leading them down into the Wall of Champions. All these drivers hoping they don't plaster their name on the wall like many have done before. Ryan's in around Mitch Bonaventura up into second. Bonaventura trying to take that spot back. Meanwhile, Kurt Moss trying to take over P3 at the same time. A little further back here, we've got Jonathan Cooper leading Brian Lemke and Joseph Barr around. Joseph in P10, which isn't of much benefit to him for Heat 2 because we don't have a Heat 3 where he's going to get the invert, so he'll be anxious to try and make a move around Lemke to move up through the field. Corey Mitchell down 4 spots from where he started. I'm not sure what happened to Corey, but after having a very nice finish in heat number 1, Corey not so much here in heat number 2. He's got Chad Sosnowski closing down on him behind. Chad trying to recover that lap 1 incident. Still about 12.5 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for Chad to recoup some lost points here in this one. He's got race winner, or Heat 1 winner, Tom O'Gorman behind him. He's towing Michael Harney around in that orange Porsche. We got a tight battle here between Sean Giroux, Greg Brockway, Brian Ewalt. This is for P16 right now. Sean leading this 4-car pack in that blue and yellow Bilstein shocks paint job. It's like Ewalt thinking about making a move on Langer. Langer going to hold him off for now. They got Thomas Wright not too far ahead of him in P15. Thomas seeing that train of 4 cars sneaking up behind on him. Looks like Paul Langer trying to make a move in around Greg Brockway. He's going to make that stick. That'll move Paulo up into 17th. So right on board here now with Brian Lemke. Lemke up 7 spots. Lemke again was that driver we saw getting spun on lap 1 of Heat 1. So he was unfortunately towards the back of the field trying to recover in this one. Nice run so far up into the top 10. He's got Jonathan Cooper and Ty Johnson in his sights up ahead now. Oh, looks like Ty Johnson thinking about making a move on Sam Swan just up ahead in this battle. This 4-car pack and head down Casino Straight. Ty looking to the inside of Sam. Sam's going to have to try and fight him off around the inside. So Ty's going to make the move. A little bit of more horsepower in that Mercedes. Gets it done. Ty going to the inside, trying not to give Sam Swan And he drafted all. Oh no, he's serving a slowdown. So just as quick as he got that position, it all goes away. It's unfortunate for him. That's going to drop back into the clutches of Mitchell and Sosnowski. We know they're not going to want to hang around behind Ty Johnson for very long. They're going to try and push Ty as much as they can and try and force a mistake to move up through this one. Let's check his battle up front. Russell Abraham still leading him around. He's holding those 3 Porsches off behind now. Joey Jr. is latched onto the back of this battle now. The black and red BMW just at the back of this pack. Russ doing a strong job right now holding off that Porsche fiasco behind him. The Ferrari just a little better getting out of the corners, a little more horsepower on the straights. It's enabling Russ to keep up ahead of this pack, trying to force those Porsches to try and make something happen in the twisty section. Sarah Field coming across to finish up another lap. 8.5 to go. This one's still plenty of time.
Sorry, Sean. I looked up in the mirror just
Oh no, Kurt Moss goes around and behind. That is going to spell disaster for he.
That was
There goes Sosnowski. Chad is happy to see that. I can guarantee it. Unfortunate for Kurt. Take a look at what happened there, but not the night Kurt Moss wanted to have here in Montreal. He's definitely going to need himself a beer and a poutine after this one. Speaking of poutines, we'll check on fellow Canadian Jonathan Cooper. Currently sitting in 6th spot, trying to chase down Sam Swan, but also trying to hold off Brian Lemke, Joseph Meyer, Ty Johnson, Corey Mitchell, Chad Sosnowski. This pack has grown here for it's a battle for 5th place. We've got 5th all the way back to 11th. See Sosnowski making a move on Mitchell, trying to go around the outside. Corey fighting back on the inside. He's going to try and use that Audi horsepower down the straight. Corey should be able to hold him off. Corey's going to have the inside for turn 13. We'll see who bails here as they head down the straight. Oh, they're going toe-to-toe, rubbing. Corey's going to hold on to that spot. That could have went disastrously wrong. Very easy through there. Brian Zinn has gotten around Russell Abraham to take over P1. And this is how it went down. Oh, Zinn just has to throw it hard under the braking. Forces Russ to wash out wide. It was inevitable. That was about the only way that Porsche was going to be able to take the spot. Oh! Russell gets spun in behind. Oh, he's going to have to wait for the whole field to go by here. That's unfortunate for Russ. He had a great showing going here tonight. He's going to promote Sam Swan up into 3rd spot. Quickly see if we can catch what happened there to Russell Abraham. Oh, it's up on the curb. I'm not sure if he got some help there on that one, or oh, he did get a little help. He did get a little help. Joey Jr. in behind. Looked like something happened to Joey here too as well in the BMW. A rough set of chicanes here for our top 5. Joey loses the back end of that BMW. You see Russell spinning around just ahead, but Joey's able to keep off the wall. Keep going. Fortunate for Russell, that's going to drop him back to 19th spot. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But that's going to give Brian Zinn a huge lead out front. Now 3 seconds over Mitch Buenaventura with 4.5 to go. And Jonathan Cooper up 8 spots now. Just outside the top 3, Coop in P4. You can see Sam Swan ahead of him. Coop's going to go a little wide. That's going to allow Joey Jr. to duck in on the inside. We'll see if Coop's able to hammer the throttle. Use that Ferrari horsepower to stay ahead. Looks like he has so far. Brian Lemke also with a nice recovery, up 10 spots into P6 right now. Oh, Joey Jr. thinking about making a move. Oh, he gets around Coop. Sends into the final chicane.
Oh man, I thought I had front.
See if Joey's able to chase down Sam Swan ahead now for final spot on the podium. Check back in, and Corey Mitchell and Chad Sosnowski still trying to make their way through the field. They've got Tom O'Gorman and Kurt Moss not too far behind, so both of our top 2 in the championship having races of less than desirable outcomes so far in heat number 2. Both trying to recover. Michael Harney lurking right behind Kurt Moss. See Sam Swan here in 3rd spot. Seeing Joey Jr. getting real close in his rearview mirror. 2.5 minutes to go. Joey's running out of opportunity to try and get himself up into the final step of the podium. He's pushing hard. You see closing right up in to the rear view of Sam Swan. Sam's going to have to deal with him heading down the straight into turn 13. Not sure if Joey's going to get close enough to try and make a maneuver here this time by. We'll see if he's able to close that gap. Sam trying to make that Porsche as wide as he can. He's going to hold on to it for now, but Joey Jr. still tucked tight into the draft. See our leader heading through turn 4. There comes the battle for P3. No move yet from Joey Jr. Still trying to lurk in behind Sam Swan, forcing a mistake. This is going to be our final lap. Be the last chance for Joey to make a pass, get on the final step of the podium. We head into the chicane where we saw it all go wrong for Joey only 2 laps to go. Keeps all 4 tires on the ground right now. And to have a chance to get that spot, he's going to have to be real close coming out of this final keyhole chicane. Or chicane keyhole. I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move. We'll see. See if Sam Swan's able to hold him off. Joey Jr. getting a run. Does he go for it? He's thinking about it. Oh, he's going to get around him. He's going to cross the line. We will go one more lap. Zinn gets across with 10 seconds to go. So this will be the final lap. Ryan's in now, 3 seconds lead over Mitch Bonaventura. These guys are driving similar paint jobs. Do a little bit of a double take to make sure of who it is. Joey Jr. gets around Sam Swan, starting to pull away. Jonathan Cooper is going to have to try and hold off Brian Lemke, get himself that top 5 finish. As we see, not too far behind them, we've got Ty Johnson leading around Corey Mitchell, Chad Sosnowski, Tom Gorman, and Kurt Moss. Keep doing everything he can, keep that running as wide as he possibly can to not give Lemke any chance to try and throw it underneath him. Heavy onto the brakes, holding it tight to the curb. Hammering the throttle out and down the back straight they go. A nice 10-car pack here. As you see, Brian Zinn's going to cross the line to take heat number 2. Mitch Bonaventura will bring it home 2. Joey Jr. 3. Looks like Coop's going to hold off Brian Lemke.
Fun race, Brian. Thanks.
Yeah, that was a great race, Preston. Yeah, definitely.
So you see Thomas Wright heading down the straight, Russell Abraham in behind him, Spencer Baudouin and Sean Giroux are our final cars on the lead lap.
That's the only where the car is strong.
Nice job, man. You're nailing it.
As Sean Giroux crosses the line, that'll wrap it up for Heat 2 in Montreal.
3-second slowdown in the final chicane is insane. I didn't even think I cut it that much, but yeah, 3.4 second slowdown.
Let's take a look at our final results from heat number 2, also known as the feature. As we saw, Brian Zinn brings it home in P1. Mitch Bonaventura in second. Joey Jr. rounds out the podium. Sam Swan in fourth, just outside of the podium spots. Jonathan Cooper brings it home P5. Brian Lemke in sixth. Nice recovery from Lemke after race 1. Joseph Marr in P7. Ty Johnson in 8th. Corey Mitchell in 9th. Chad Sosnowski manages to bring it home P10. Furthermore, for Chad, though, he brings it home ahead of his championship contender Kurt Moss in P11th. Michael Harney in 12th. Paulo Langer in 13th. Brian Ewalt in 14th. Jason Estevez brings it home 15th. Greg Brockway in 16th. Thomas Wright brings it home 17th. Russell Abraham drops all the way down to 18th. Spencer Baudouin in 19th. Sean Giroux, final car on the lead lap, brings it home in P20. Tom O'Gorman, Andrew McMurray, Kent Kruger, Craig Tester, and Troy Banks did not see the final checkered flag, unfortunately. So that does it for our 2 races in Montreal. Let's take a look at the incidents we had in feature number 2. Okay, looks like we're going to kick off again with flashing back to the incident between Estevez and Sosnowski. See Estevez send it deep into turn 1, then just gets him loose into turn 2. Sosnowski nowhere to go, unfortunately. Chad pushes his way through, and Estevez gets himself turned around here, and they'll both carry on. So what happened to Brian Ewalt? He's at the back of the grid here heading into that. Did he just get concertined up into the slowdown? Oh, so he just got the front of Jason Estevez's bumper as he was heading through there. No harm, no foul on that one. It's the same incident there. Let's see. So Craig Tester had a bit of an off track here. Let's see what happened to Craig. Craig in the yellow and black BMW on the outside of Sean Giroux. Oh, just takes it a little deep in there. The grass holds on to it and it does not to spin. Well saved by Craig there, especially on cold tires to start the race. That could have went all sorts of wrong for him. Tom O'Gorman, this is what we saw this one earlier. Fortunately for him, he's just going to get the old iRacing physics issue here, which I hate. You know, write these guys a letter saying, fix that. We'll see. Season 2 is coming up soon. Hopefully they've had enough complaints about that physics characteristics that they've found a way to fix it for Season 2. Which seems like most of their focus has been on rain, but we'll see how that goes. They're definitely going to want to fix that for rain, because if you tap the back end of somebody's bumper like that during the rain, you spin around, it's already going to be carnage enough as it is with the rain, but you got cars doing soft spins like that, it is just going to be wild. We'll be here for the carnage anyways, that's for sure. Andrew McMurray, we never saw what happened to them, just that he ducked into the pits out of nowhere. He was leading the race, and he's just going to go straight into the pits here. I'm not sure what happened there. My initial thought was he got a slowdown of some sorts, but so he just pulled into pit lane, then stopped and disconnected, so I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Brian Zancha. Andrew said his wheel disconnected. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I thought maybe he got a slowdown. Well, it looks like he ended up coming back out on track later on, so. Let's see what happened to Craig Tester here again. Oh. A little bit of BMW rally heritage. A shortcut, four-wheel off-roading. Kent Kruger. I missed what happened to Kent. Oh! Kent is dog tracking that thing. We didn't get a flag here for Kent earlier. What happened to... see what happened to the big dog. See Corey Mitchell going by. Okay, here's Kent ahead. Oh, he tags the Wall of Champions. Kent Kruger has added his name to the Wall of Champions. That was a hard hit. Let's see if we can pick up a chopper cam of that. Oof. Ouch. And Kent's car is walking like a drunken sailor now. At least he's able to get it slowed up. Unfortunate for him. That is right at right after pit entry, so he would have had to go all the way around. Not a night to remember here for the big dog, Kent Kruger. Spencer Bodway, let's see what happened to Spencer. Looks like he's all on his lonesome here. Oh, it's the same thing that we happened to see to Coupe happened in heat number 1. The Ferrari's a little touchy with the throttle heading out of the keyhole. Andrew McMurray, after he came back on track, sends it deep into the Wall of Champions. He, like Kent Kruger, now has a drunken sailor on his hands, and that's going to wrap up his night. Thomas Wright and Sean Giroux. Let's see what happened between these two. Thomas in the blue Ferrari chasing Sean. Oh! What happened there? Let's see if we can the chopper cam here. Did he get help from behind, or was that just straight missed his braking marker? That was weird. It almost looked like the rear end of his car twitched and then like hammered on the throttle. So you watch the car's going to kind of twitch and then looks like it just hammers the throttle. That's weird. Something weird there. Not sure if he had a hardware issue or what, but doesn't look too good from here. We'll see what the stewards think of that one. Kurt Moss, we got this one out of the corner of the broadcast earlier. We were sending it in, just tap the back of Bonaventura that checks up, and he kind of gets sent in behind. Let's put a chopper cam of that one here too as well. See the check up there. He gets tagged by, I think that was Joey Jr. in behind, so again, we'll see what the stewards have to say about that one. And then our leader, Russell Abraham, heading into the chicanes, gets up on the curb, gets a little rub from Mitch Bonaventura. That's going to send his Ferrari around. Fortunate for Russell, who was leading the race at that time. Take another look at that one, but let's jump on Mitch Bonaventura's cockpit cam and see what we see from here. And no real time to react to that one, unfortunately. It's unfortunate for Russ. He had a nice race going for that. Looks like that's our final incident flagged here. Overall, we had some excitement. We had plenty of passes as a result of drivers being a little overzealous, or the old dreaded chicanes here at Circuit de Chicanes. I mean, Circuit de Villeneuve in Montreal. I'll let you in a secret. I'm Canadian and I hate this track, so it's be interesting to see how our drivers feel about it, but it's not exactly the pinnacle of passing opportunities around here, having to negotiate all the chicanes, but it is what it is. Next week we finish off the season. We're going to head to Silverstone, which will be a stark difference to streets here in Montreal, where you get wide open spaces in Silverstone. It'll be interesting to see how our drivers adapt there. They'll have plenty of room to try to make a maneuver, but there's really not a whole lot of places to try and make a pass at Silverstone either without really having to send it into a corner. So we'll see how it goes. 12 weeks comes down to next week. Our championship standings should be tight amongst the top 5. We'll see how it plays out. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.